here, and the audio is audio. And let's see. All right, start stream 142. Just yapping. Let's see, Twitch. What's up, gang? How are y'all? Let me just make sure audio levels is good. All right. Seem like we're good. All right, y'all. So we doing another YouTube video today and another YouTube story time. So y'all ready? This may be longer than usual, but uh bear with me. So this is not your average, story time. Not my regular story times. I literally got my notes down here just in case if I get caught up because I be yapping. Y'all know I be carrying on. This is one of those stories where like everything, everything like looks like they winning at first and they with the winning team, but they're basically losing and everything turns into a nightmare very very fast. You feel me? All right, so let's just start from the beginning, right? So this story is about Siegfried. Siegfried comes from a very powerful lineage and bloodline. He's actually a prince, but he was never like crowned king. His pops got unalive long before that. So he comes from a very like powerful family line. Um and his destiny was to be a warrior, and all he wanted to do in life was be a great warrior, a legend, a hero. Basically, that's all he wanted to be, was superhero. So he was raised by a little short dwarf named Rain, or Region. I've been calling him Regan. I've been calling him all different type of names. So let's just call him Regan for this because I don't know the correct pronunciation, but yeah, y'all get it. All right, so now pay attention to the story, all right? Because this when everything starts to twist and turn and get very, very weird in this story time. All right, y'all good? All right, all right. Rain wasn't just like raising, Siegfried out of the kindness of his heart because, he was close with the family or, he was even a good guy. He was plotting. Yeah, gang. He was plotting the whole time, basically. Which was crazy. He had a plan, and he set out to make it work. It was long and calculated, but he raised that boy because he knew he had special abilities, and he knew that boy could go do out the dirty work that he couldn't do himself because he was a short little evil dwarf. So one day, Rain tells, Siegfried, when he's an adult, when he's older, his plan. He's like, there's treasure beyond treasure. There's a magic ring in there. There's artifacts, everything you could need, but it's guarded. So he basically like, trying to finesse Siegfried to go in that dragon cave. So he was like, "Oh, it's guarded by something ancient and different. I don't know." He's like, they say it's a dragon called Fafnir. So listen. So what Siegfried don't know about Fafnir? Fafnir used to be a person. Well, not really a person, more of like, the dwarf people. He was definitely on those lines. But he was uh Regan, he was Regan's brother, which makes it super messy. Because why are you trying to set up your brother for some gold or some, I don't know what's going on, and then you raising a little boy to come unalive him is just crazy. Boom, y'all. So yeah, so let that sit in. That the dragon is his brother, and it gets weird. So Fafnir, let me tell you about Fafnir when he was like kind of more in human form. Thank you so much, Raven, for the likes. Thank you guys, appreciate y'all for all the likes, all the love. Fafnir was obsessed with gold. His whole entire life, he was obsessed with gold. It was so bad that it turned him like kind of evil. He unalived him and Regan's father. Maybe that's why Regan wants his lick back. But anyways, he unalived their father just for the greed of the gold, and the greed itself transformed him into basically a monster, a dragon. And that was just a warning, basically, because they could have done worse. You feel me? So now what's his name? Regin is raising Siegfried to unalive his own brother, gang. Yeah. This story is so crazy, and I'm like, this is where stabbing people to back, that's probably where it ultimately started in life. Um so he just basically wanted that treasure, but the problem was the treasure was cursed, guys. Literally, the treasure was cursed. So I don't know. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why anybody wanted this treasure, because the whole thing was cursed and they kind of knew it, but I don't know if they believed it. I just think they seen gold and they was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We heard it was, but it's not true. But it was definitely true, and I'll tell you why it was true. So this whole thing was a setup, and it was basically manipulation caused by, the stepfather, which is Regent, which is the dwarf, Siegfried's stepfather. Siegfried, you got to remember, he's still young, he's fearless, he just wants the glory, he just wants the greatness. So he stupidly agrees to go out there and slay this quote unquote dragon, not really knowing too much information about the dragon. He goes out alone, he finds the dragon, and he realizes real quick, gang, this is not about to be a normal fight. He's fighting a dragon. Like what do you mean? How do y'all fight a dragon? This is not about to be a normal thing. So instead of just, rushing in and just, getting unalive or getting eaten he does something smart. He digs like a pit, like a hole in a pit. Y'all know what a pit is. So he digs a hole, and he hides underneath like the path where the dragon like, crawls and lays. He hid. He waited, silent, still, him and his sword. Thank you, Raven. Appreciate you. Shout out to Raven for the rose. Appreciate you. Thank you, love. Thank you, Raven, for the heart me. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all. So boom. So he's hiding, right? The dragon comes back. Fafnir comes back from whatever he was doing. I don't know where he was out flying, eating people. Who knows what he was doing. So Fafnir, slithers over him, crawling, slithers over to his comfortable, little spot in his cave. Siegfried literally comes out of nowhere and strikes upward. I have to watch my wording because, TikTok will get me. But Siegfried literally attacks him from underneath. And if y'all know anything about dragons, I know, but they didn't say this in the story. The softest part, most vulnerable part is their stomach. It's very soft. So I don't know how Siegfried knew that, but that's what he did. And and then he kind of like drove it up too, which was kind of crazy. So Siegfried, Fafnir, immediate collapse. Immediate collapse starts, red paint starts coming out of Fafnir left and right. It's basically over. It was basically an easy fight. He didn't really have to do much. But before he takes his last breath, Fafnir says to Siegfried, you just stepped into something you don't understand. Of course, they said it in his language, but crazy, right? So that should have been Siegfried's warning, gang. That should have been his warning to get out. Don't play with these people. Don't play with these entities. Don't do none of this. But again, he wanted this glory. He wanted to be basically Superman, but before Superman came out. Indeed, he stays. Regan tells him to cut out the dragon's heart and cook it. So he starts cooking. He touches it. He bathes in the red paint from the dragon. He even drinks it. He puts it. He puts his finger in it and puts it in his mouth. Well, he puts his finger in it and puts it in his mouth, and suddenly he can hear birds, y'all. Birds. Siegfried can hear birds. What story is this just got here? It is a story of Siegfried. Yes. So now he can hear birds. And guess what, y'all? The birds is not singing. They're not singing at all. They're warning him. They said, "Hey, hey, hey, hey. Regan's about to unalive you. The second you hand over that treasure, gang, it's over for you." The birds is telling him all this tea, and he's over here like, "What? Really?" Because Siegfried is literally like blonde. Like I think he's. I know he comes from German and Nordic, history, but he's basically act like he's blonde. Like he gotta be blonde in real life because he's like, really. So everything clicks. The lies, the setup, the manipulation. He realized he just got finessed by a dwarf that basically doesn't even have any powers. So Siegfried, of course, I told you guys he has abilities and powers. On top of this, now he can hear birds. He's invincible besides only one spot on his back because he couldn't reach there when he was bathing in the red paint from the dragon. He couldn't reach his back, while washing, while getting, all the paint over him. So that was his one vulnerable spot was in his back. So Siegfried, makes a choice. He unalives Regan because what is he supposed to do? This man been setting him up the whole time when he was playing father figure. Still crazy. They're moving crazy, but I guess. He takes the treasure, including the super powered ring. He has a sword, and I believe it's like a dragon like killing sword. Believe the sword had abilities too. Like the sword and the ring passed on even after Siegfried wasn't around, and they still caused issues in other people's lives. But we'll get there towards the end. Um. So and basically, this is where really Siegfried's story really begins, and it has a whole bunch of adventures and stories that starts really now. You know. So let me just give y'all a little bit of it. Because basically now Siegfried's untouchable. He thinks he's powerful. He done unalive a dragon. On top of it, he has new abilities. So he starts out on this journey, and he finds out some things are more dangerous than actual dragons. So Siegfried finds a woman that he heard about, surrounded by fire, sleeping, untouched by time. Think Sleeping Beauty, right? And Odin had put a spell on her that on a real, when a real, I'm about to say a real, with a real, like a real warrior, warrior come through, then he'll be able to save her and wake her up. So her name was Brunhilde. Y'all heard of Brunhilde? Brunhilde is a name that y'all should know throughout history. She is a Valkyrie, which we'll get there. So she's not human at all. She was never born here. A lot of people think like Valkyries were born here. They're not. They're basically like demigods, like female warrior demigods that don't really play. And she's one of the most strongest and most powerful of them all. So yes, so she's a Valkyrie, a warrior chosen by the I hate saying gods themselves, but that's what they basically pretended they was. There's only one big OG, one original god. So I want to say they were just like deities or but they weren't like gods exactly. So Valkyries were chosen by Odin and the rest of them, and Odin and them are not gods, but we can move on. Uh, where am I at? So basically, Valkyries, decide who live and who passes or gets unalive during battle, and they really collect spirits of warriors for some great battle one day we're supposed to have some great Ragnarok. I don't know when or where that's supposed to happen, but that's basically their goal. So basically, what's her name? Brunhilde. Forgot. I'm reading your comments, but I forgot her name at the same time too. So Brunhilde basically disobeyed Odin, and what I heard is many different stories about she disobeyed Odin, but basically a battle was going a certain way, right? And she saved a warrior that Odin didn't feel like was just, that didn't need saving. So he punished her. Mind you, Brunhilde is one of the strongest, most powerful Valkyries. She's like the leader of all the Valkyries, you know. So there's other, you know, Valkyries, but they're all under her. So she was punished for sleep. I'm not sure how long he expected her to sleep, for a century or, you know, for a lifetime. I don't know how long, but Siegfried, you know, put a stop to that. So using his ring and his sword and his powers, he was able to, you know, jump through that fire easily. And then they needed someone fearless of heart to even go there at all. So it just worked out for both of them. Um, so you know, Siegfried walks through the flames, wakes her up, and guess what? The moment they see each other, they fall in love out of nowhere. I don't know what kind of witchcraft magic is this. Like, what in the Sleeping Beauty is going on? Instantly, they're now obsessed and in love with each other. But it just becomes more tragic to me as you go. The story goes on because, like, they don't even end up being together. So what was the point of them? Like, I don't know if like they were being punished because this is like crazy. But hey, so they fall in love deep, immediate, unstable, unbreakable type of love. I'm a saying toxic love. That's what I'm going with. That's not what's in the stories in the readings, but that's how I feel. You know, in my notes. But don't forget, y'all. Siegfried still carries a curse. Yeah, yeah, gang. He is still a cursed warrior, still walking around like he's, you know, like Goku from like Dragon Ball Z. No, sir, you are not. No, this is not gonna be your story. So here fate starts stepping in, and everything starts to shift again, gang. So Siegfried eventually ends up in the kingdom, in a different kingdom, and he meets a king named Gunther. So Gunther is a real king, and like I told you guys, Siegfried is a prince, but he's not a real prince because he doesn't reign no land. You know, his father didn't leave nothing behind for him. You know, X, Y, and Z. So he does have the prince title, but he's not a real royal. Like Gunther is sitting in the kingdom, you know, sitting up, you know, chilling, you know, sitting pretty type vibes, you know. And he's not a warrior. He's not good looking. He's not just. He's not, you know, he's just not who you would want, I guess, as a woman. So Gunther hears how Brunhilde is a baddie, and he's like, I want parts of that. Brunhilde is the strongest of the Valkyries. She's the most beautiful. She's bad. She don't play no games. She stand on business. Her program is strict over there. You understand? He wants her, he needs her, and that's how most men of power move. Like they move like they need, if they see something they can't have, they need to have it. You understand? Which is a problem they have in life right now. But hey, that's their problem right now, not mine. Um so he wanted to marry Brunhilde, y'all. Yeah, bro never met her. He just heard about her from the grapevine. He wanted to marry her, like, and he thought that would make him more powerful to marry a Valkyrie. Nobody would, you know, try him. He would, you know, his kingship would be kingship, you know. Um, but here's the problem, y'all. Brunhilde and Valkyries don't marry just anybody. They don't even marry. So she thought it was crazy. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Appreciate you for the rose. Thank you. Brunhilde thought it was very strange. So Brunhilde said if she was to be with a man or to marry him, he has to best her in battle. So Brunhilde said, "Let's fight. Let's run a fade. You know, let's fight. What you on? You know, You want to be my husband? You can't even beat me in a battle. You're weak. You're not shaped nicely. You're not athletic. Gunther wasn't. Gunther sound just like his name, Gunther. You understand? So Gunther Gunther basically agrees, y'all, to fight her, right? But um he gives Siegfried, him and Siegfried come because they're friends and they're cool, and now you gotta obey your king type of vibe, so Siegfried ends up, taking a potion, a magic potion, and helping the king and turning himself into Gunther, right? So he drinks the potion, he turns into Gunther, he goes to go fight Brunhilde, right? So they're fighting, they're running the fade left and right, they're doing their big one. Siegfried wins the fight. He actually wins, beats a Valkyrie, which is, not very, not very normal around here, so Brunhilde fell for it at first. She didn't know at first, because it obviously is a potion to disguise. It's magic. Who knows? Magic science. I don't know, whatever you guys want to call it right now. So now, he basically helps Gunther win Brunhilde's hand in marriage. So I'm confused of why he did it if he fell in love with her first. But the king say he must have what he have, and you're not a king, so you gotta fall back. And Odin allegedly didn't want Brunhilde to be with anybody. Like she wasn't allowed to be with anybody. So I don't know what she had going on. So so Brunhilde, felt like, Gunther earned her, Gunther deserves her. He defeated her, he bested her, but in reality, it was Siegfried the whole time. Um, so when she finds out though, y'all, everything goes left when Brunhilde finds out. Brunhilde's a very vengeful Valkyrie. Like she don't play that. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. I'm going off topic. So yeah. Anyway, so Brunhilde, I was over here reading these text messages pop up, but yeah, so Brunhilde found out and she kind of, got mad and flipped out, and it kind of ended in, Siegfried's downfall because she found out, and basically how she found out, basically she had someone else set him up, manipulation again and setups again. They was doing a lot of this plotting to get both of them, Gunther and Siegfried. And Siegfried actually got unalive. What story is this and where are they from? This is the story of Siegfried. Yeah, this is Siegfried, Brunhilde, and Fafnir. And Siegfried ended up marrying another woman to Krumhilda. Hilda. All of their names was Brunhilde, some Hilda. I think it's Krumhilda, but it's been a while. What's up? What's up? What's up? Who's uncle? You older than me, Joshua. Don't take your eyes and past me. Uh so where I left off. So now you got a woman who, loves Siegfried, married to another man, and Siegfried loving her, but married to another woman. They just all be just lying and doing weird stuff, But yeah, Brunhilde found out, and they had to deal with that. They definitely had to deal with that. Oh yeah, another man named Hagen entered the chat. I forgot to tell you that. Because this is like right after her love turns into rage. Don't take an eye past me. uh so Hagen, right? He's cold, loyal, and dangerous. He sees Siegfried as a threat to the kingdom, the truth, everything. So he decides Siegfried has to go straight up. And they said low key that Brunhilde set this up, but I'm not sure. I'm just a storyteller. But there's a problem. Siegfried is basically invincible, gang. I'm 19, you 40. You're crazy. You're crazy. Farted? You have child. Use a big man with child, please, please. Um. Oh yeah. So y'all, for this, the one spot that's in his back was the only weak spot. So Hagen figured that out where it was because he everybody knew. I guess word in the street he had one spot that was open, and Hagen figured out. So one day Siegfried kneels down to drink some water, completely vulnerable. Everything, he wasn't worried about nobody. I mean, of course, you're not gonna think nobody's gonna attack you. You around your people. So Hagen had a spear. Why he throw that bit? Whew, through that, through the spear, yo. Oh my God! And it's straight through that weak spot, just like that. The Dragon Slayer was out of here, out of here. That's the craziest part about all of this, anyways, because he still passed. He was still out of here. It wasn't a dragon. It wasn't a dragon down the line. It wasn't a battle. It wasn't the gods. It was betrayal, lies, greeds, and a curse. And that's why y'all shouldn't be greedy. You shouldn't be lying, and you shouldn't be betraying people. You need to be loyal. Some of y'all don't understand. I'm 19 with the child. I'm not old enough to be an uncle. What? But you old enough to be a father, but you're not old enough to be uncle. What kind of stupidness? And a 19. What? I've been an uncle since I was a teenager. My nephew is 18 next month. The 18. You funny. Hello, uncle. Don't talk up because I will come and find you. I'm not your uncle, boy, and you gotta forget green card to find me. um, what else? Where did I leave off of? Yeah. So just remember everything. This whole story, y'all, started off with the dragon garden goal. Everything with problems lead with start and end with goal. Goal or in greed. So yeah, so I don't know if y'all ever in situations like that in life, man. Just don't do it. Don't do it. If somebody trying to give you an easy way out in life and you think they trying to help you, ain't no easy way in life. Do the hard work. Go put the hard work in because people like to cut corners a lot, and you'll end up in jail. You'll end up unalive. You'll end up in weird situations. Look, everybody in this story, some bad happened to them. Everybody from Siegfried, the main character, his stepfather's brother that actually turned into a dragon, Brunhilde. Hagen's the only one that ended on top, and I know if I go keep reading, Hagen's story didn't end good too. So yeah, y'all keep y'all head on a swivel. Be kind people, and just do better. Do better than the Nordic and Germans of the past. Uncle, don't upset the morning too early. The morning is too early. Yeah, so why you upsetting me? I'm just up here trying to tell my little storytelling and do my little YouTube content, and you are out here titivating me. So what do you? It's what do you? Hey, but I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Shout out to Kim Jong Un. That's wild. Shout out to Kim Jong Un as wow. Y'all is sick. Y'all is sick. Hold on. So let me publish this video real quick because I need it to go up on my YouTube now. Can I add to? No, let's add to collections. Share. Share Facebook, Reddit, export. We're exporting to YouTube. I could change the title myself. Oh shit, y'all. I think I just might have uploaded it to the wrong YouTube. They didn't even give me an option to even look through. They didn't even give me an option to look through the other YouTube. Siegfried and his vengeance. TikTok, you spelled Siegfried wrong. I have to trouble you. I am your nephew. You're my only uncle. What's the problem? Big man like you could never be my nephew. You is too old. Big man like you with child. It'll never happen. Joshua, you older than me, Scunners. What do you? It's like Joshua head ain't good, y'all. Does all. Where the fucking YouTube video at? All right. Well, I could do it myself. I'm just going to download it, right? Because I recorded it on Twitch. Let me see again. Export. Says start export. I don't want to, if you keep pressing the same thing, a million times, it'll be a million of videos up. But so I'm trying to make sure it's not up yet. I've been listening to y'all. Y'all listen to Billy Carson. I've been listening to him all day. He got a lot of good content. Like, just made me mad. One happy family uncle. You the uncle. How you gonna be a Guyanese troll? Guyanese people are supposed to stick together. Hello? This it? Oh, scumbag. I got it. Hello, good fucking afternoon. This what do you? Hold on. Hold on. Sig. How you spell Sig? Siegfried. But we are family, but uncle, and I'll be there for and hear you alive. We are not sticking together. You just disown me. Please. You's too old. Your daughter is my niece. How you gonna be how you gonna be cousins with your daughter? Too old. Big man like you. You just curry chicken stew and pay bills. How big man like you gonna be my nephew? Joshua? Kaya skunt. Hello. Where's it's called phone link. I go into bed right now. Joshua, you don't pay shit. Joshua, you don't pay nothing in the house. Joshua, you follow me on Twitch? Y'all don't be following my stream. That'd be crazy to me. Y'all do not want me to grow as a content creator. Y'all can't. You can't want me to grow. Because if y'all did, y'all have me on every platform. Facebook, Bookface, Tactic, TubeBuddy, Instagram. Do a trick. You like the one? I don't even know what Twitch is. Twitch is a streaming app. It's an app that I stream off of. You could play music on it. I could show y'all videos, react. It's where you stream. Well, you need to follow it because when I come to Guyana, that's the only thing I'm going to be using when I'm out there to make my videos. I want to stream, and then I'm gonna, like I'm doing right now, I'm gonna post my videos directly onto YouTube from there. So when I come to Guyana and make my content, Joshua, I think when I come to Guyana, I think I want to do a like a GT content house, like a reality show type of content house. I think we should do it. Call some content creators. It don't matter if they're big or small. You just got to be serious about your content. And my family have a we got Airbnbs, but we have a hotel too. My father is building right now. So hopefully one of the houses, Airbnbs or something is available. I could come out there with a camera guy, and we could do we could do a little show. Like I think that'll be so funny. It'll be good. It'll be good content. So I think that'll be a vibe. I know a few Guyanese content creators, but I was I was gonna do some like a Guyanese, like be like a Guyanese baddies type of spinoff, but I just think that's stupidness and that's tasteless and that's not, you know, I'm gonna have more problems, I'm gonna have more problems pushing that. You feel me? So Guyanese people will rip me apart if I'm doing content for nonsense. You feel me? Do whatever you want, Uncle. I support. You funny. Yeah, we're gonna do a reality show. Get a couple Guyanese, girls, a couple guys. We're gonna do content. We're gonna live in a house. I think we're gonna stay in the house just for like a weekend. I can't stay with y'all too long. I'm gonna come with my camera guy, security, of course. I don't play that. I always have security when I go to Guyana though, so that's regular. Um, yeah. So I really want to come to just do my back to school giveaway before school start. All them children go to school. I want to come with with my book bags and with my book in it, some pens, paper, some sandals, stuff for the children. But I want to do probably for the big people. I want to do a barrel giveaway. Probably gonna get a bunch of people in America to donate some stuff, some decent, suitable stuff. I'm probably gonna go through every piece of clothing and shut them pines because Guyanese people will not talk my name, and so I gonna go over everything, put it in the washer myself, fold it up nice because we got cleaners to do that, and send the thing down in barrel for the big people. But I will not be embarrassed. So ain't nobody sending nothing on my behalf without me seeing. You understand? But yeah, I definitely need to come to Guyana because we got a lot of content to do, a lot of work to do, and I'm a Caribbean content creator, you know. So God for use these Yankee people app to get our country on top. You understand? So I'm gonna keep telling these Jumbie stories so they start following me and they liking. And not to mention, y'all, if I sell 50,000 copies of my book, I'm giving away 50,000 copies. So That means to, little boys and little girls all around the world, America, mainly Guyana. We're mainly Guyana. I'm going home to give away, but giving back to my country. But yeah, I want to. My goal is to sell 50,000 copies. Y'all have never seen a book or even a content creator or writer make a main character Guyanese. It's gonna be crazy, crazy. I don't know if I didn't share none of this on my Guyanese page, which I should. I have Cube Oxley spams. Y'all know that's my spam account, but I have to. Yeah, I have to start sharing some of that content because the book is no, the characters are done. It's being finished with. I don't like how you nephew. What's your WhatsApp? I really don't. What are you talking about, Joshua? What about WhatsApp? My WhatsApp is the same name I got here. I have the same name, Cube Oxley, on all platforms. What do you, Joshua? Over here trying to talk about me fucking giveaway, and you over here talking, shoving his bye, move, rest yourself. Is GT people in Guyanese think they be more Guyanese than me? I GT to the bone by Campbellville. You ever see a rude boy from Campbellville? ah, Campbellville. My grandmother from Albistown moved to where you kitchen and cook up a storm. I move into Guyana when all is said and done. I'm moving back to Guyana. I tired of these Yankee people and the wickedness they got going on. Trump, I don't want to talk too much about it, but he got going on too much. He went and going teeth the Venezuelan president and his wife, and he holding them hostage. He planning to put somebody else in power, so he take their little isle. He already got Guyana isle. He already got Guyana all wrapped around his finger. See him and the Guyanese president shaking hands. They good friends. Guyana what? Guyana get what? Less than 10% of the oil money. That's when I know y'all was gonna be good. Y'all came up with that plan with America and that deal to give y'all less than 10% of y'all own money of y'all oil. I said, oh, Guyana's gonna be good. Trump not gonna bother y'all. Y'all good. But everybody around y'all, they gotta watch out. So Trump now got Venezuela oil under control, but he got the oil, but he need uranium. So Iran got the uranium. So I don't know what they're trying to build, but you can't just tell me this is for gas for cars. You're not gonna just tell me that. I don't know if they're building rocket ship or launchers or whatever was going on, but yeah. So I already knew Guyana was gonna be perfectly good when I seen everybody moving funny like that. Cause I ain't never seen some shit like that. You went to another country and kidnapped somebody and try to make sense out of it. What? And now they're trying to find a Venezuelan president. Hello. Let me mind my business, cause before they stop me at the border, they don't let me come back to Guyana. You know, GT very petty like the. I get stopped at the border every time I come, no matter what I do. Last time I get stopped at the border because I have lighters. Mind you, I went to Trinidad. I gone through all these other countries. Come to Guyana, I had to go get match. Ice past me. That's why we had like our farmer president David Arthur. He would never allow him. Well, now the president is letting Trump do whatever you want to do. I was laughing, screaming, laughing because the Guyanese people on the Guyanese internet, they love to talk stupidness. I see the video they post of Trump and the Guyanese president shaking hand. You see the video, right? They in the comments talking about they buggering. They gonna say the Guyanese President Trump buggering, and I'm over here crying, laughing because I'm like, it's not a far fetched story. It's not far fetched conversation because it's how you letting Trump in America do us like that, mind you. Guyana is a powerful, powerful country, and they know it. We know it all here too. Y'all don't need no import or export. Everybody need import and export, including America. Y'all can survive on y'all own. You know how dangerous that make y'all? On top of it, y'all have millions and millions and millions amount of mango rainforest. You know that's this equal money. It's one of the richest. It's the richest country in South America, and y'all speak English, so it's easy for tourists to come there and spend their little money. They said that Guyana's supposed to turn to the Dubai of South America. It's one of the most powerful countries. On top of all the secret land, Escobar River. Escobar River has what, like 365 islands. Yeah. So Trump love Guyana. He love it. He love we don't run out of fish. You got food. You got plantain. You got lemon. You got lime. You got everything. They love it. We need to import well-being people. Y'all don't need no import or export. Cause y'all's a whole country that don't have no behavior. A whole country that don't have none, zero behavior. Hello, is why these people telling me, oh, you're making styles of me YouTube video by. It's me tube you. So what do y'all? Is I need a description. Yeah, I'm putting it up right now. Hopefully, Joshua don't ruin my YouTube video at the end because I'm over here laughing, skidding my teeth with Joshua, and forgot I'm making a whole YouTube video. See, I've been my YouTube has not been getting as much love as TikTok, so I gotta spread out the love. So I gotta do the work, you know? Do the work. If I want to be the first Guyanese creator with 1 million followers, you gotta do the work, you know? Yeah, I am going to sleep after this YouTube video. Blame myself? I can never blame myself. That's low vibrational. That's low vibrational, brother. I can never blame myself because, you know, first of all, anything that happens in my life, good or bad, is because of Guyanese people. So Guyanese people always gonna get the blame on my side. What? Is they raise me, they abuse me, they cuss me, they lash me. Yeah, I was not raised soft at all. I remember being 5 years old, running around Guyana with no shoe, climbing mango trees to get a mango because I didn't have a little. I think. Well, how much was I don't even think mango was even a little $100 when I was a kid. It was like coins. I remember going to the store and giving them like a coin or two. I don't remember what's the coin, but I remember going like just to get a mango or two. It wasn't expensive, and mango expensive now. They ask for $300 for a mango. Where did they lash you? I want to lash you. Lash yourself. You got a child. That's how you can lash, but you ain't gonna. You need not to lash her. That's a sweet little chocolate Guyanese baby. We love her. I think we love her more on the internet than you, Joshua. Joshua, is you getting views on your daughter by? Cause you know we love shit more than you. And that should come with your little sweet Guyanese accent. Hey guys, me and my father, so cute. Oh the girl. Look she look she got your little dress, she got your little shoes, she got your little top. Yeah, Joshua, raising a real GT girl. Yes. Don't make joke with niece. Yeah, see shit. What my girl said? Guys, um, what she said? My daddy put a half wig on and it's still giving real child and it's still real giving kid friendly and it's giving appropriate and yes. Yes, Joshua, yes. Raise them up right. Raise each other right. Yes, it's don't make joke. Joshua said this is a little girl. You gotta have a little girl hairstyle. Is these little girl with big women hairstyles in America? If you go to if they be 12, 13, 14 years old, Joshua in America, they got a wig, they got long nails. They can't even probably wash their pot of cake and bombsy, right? They got makeup from head to toe. The edges, they swoop down all the way into the eyebrow. The wig pulled down. They got a braid. They got a designer bag. They got the shoe. They got a ramp up. And they still jumping on the cheese bus by the yellow cheese bus. How you gonna be move around like you big people? You move around on the cheese bus. Hello, man. Please allow me. Allow me. Hold up. I'm about to get vexed. I think I'm downloading this on the wrong YouTube by. Shit. Nah, this the wrong one. Fuck. Why would they send it to the wrong YouTube? Nah, I gotta delete that. Boy, get it's already started happening in the Caribbean too. What? No, don't. Y'all need to not let that come over there to them Caribbean kids. The children want to live their lifestyle too. For what? I would actually dress my daughter to look stylish and fashionable, but not too much. Yeah, she still look like a little girl. That's what I like about her. It is crazy. My child would be wearing stuff I wore as a kid: romper, shorts, T jersey, hot. You're not wearing big people stuff. You got big people money. Go do that big people stuff. Then the fuck no. I'm not going for it. I don't know who else is going for it. I don't actually care who going for it. Me? No. This is why I can't sleep, Joshua. Cause shit like this, I'm trying to do YouTube videos at 6 in the morning. That's how you know I'm serious about it though. Serious. You want to be a serious content creator. Let me go look for the fucking video. This it? This is yesterday video. What scunt is this now? All I want to do is just. Oh, I don't think it. All right. I'm moving too fast. It didn't. It didn't download yet. That's American shit. I wasn't. It'll never. It was never Caribbean. It's definitely. I don't even know if it's American shit because we wasn't like that as kids. I think these kids are just watching too much TV, Kardashians, the internet, TikTok. I don't know. If a child goes to school and don't wanna, the teachers can't force them. Huh? Wait, even in school, the children do what they want. Huh? Nah, they going to school. Well, That's different in America because you're going to jail if your child don't go to school. You as the parent, you're going to jail. And guess what? The children's service is going to take your child, or they're going to juvie. It's a very serious thing here. Yeah, I don't know why the teachers can't enforce them. Is what kind of laws what y'all got going on? See, when I was a kid, I had a Guyanese teacher named Teacher Pam, and Teacher Pam used to lash. Teachers nowadays don't lash. Teacher Pam and Teacher Pam was teaching in America, y'all. She didn't care. She would lash. And in America, Ed and Guyana, they don't, they don't spank the kids. You need a paddle. They adopted everything that the American children doing. If I don't feel like working today, oh, that's true. That is how the American kids is lazy. But they adopting the wrong culture because we cannot, as American adults, we can't stand the kids here. We constantly telling the kids of what we going through. My nephew just got a tattoo. Like, you was not a big man. You still wear pajamas to bed. He has like a water gun. He just play with swords and stuff. You're a child. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely definitely a different generation when my generation, when we about to start having kids, little kids. We not doing that. Cause guess what? Then y'all kids start sexing early, and then everybody, oh my god, oh my god. No, you can't be oh my god because y'all wasn't letting them be kids. You letting them be big woman and big manish, and I don't understand that. No, I love the fact that my nephew is still a kid. Like he likes sports like basketball, football, American football, not the real football like overseas. He like just little kid stuff, video games and shit. I like that for a kid to be into kid stuff because there's no point of growing up fast. All you growing up fast is to do is pay bills. That's all you doing. I wanted to grow up fast. I wanted to get away from my parents. Mind you, I have Guyanese parents, both mother and father, so there's a reason I wanted to get away from them. They was doing too much. But yeah, you don't need to grow up fast at all. Slow the F down. I have all this stuff up on my computer, and I don't know if I'm going or coming. Soon as we get this video done, we good. Cause I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna post it on a draft, and then I'm going to and then I'm gonna edit it from my phone. Give who a shout out? Goldie. What's up, Goldie? What Wagwan? Save as private. Absolutely. Don't save it as shit else. Private. The fuck? No, it's not for kids. Do any of the following describe your content? Make a real person appear to say or do something. What? Alter for the no. What? If y'all just posting it on private, just post it on private. Stop asking me my business. Private. We just said that. Private. Sorry, y'all. I'm just telling them to upload a video so I could just edit it from my phone, and they keep asking me the same question. And make sure y'all sub up to my YouTubes. I got Cube Oxley right here. This is my main channel that I'm live on right now. This is Cube of Lore, my supernatural guy, and this is Cube Reacts. This is my Guyanese channel. I do more Guyanese content over there. Your private video is still uploading. Keep this browser tab open until the uploading completes. Oh, I got 47%. Cultural trends. Give me a shout out. Um, Shout out to the very lawless Joshua and Royalty. Not Royalty. Royalty is amazing. She is literally royalty. But Joshua is a dirty bundle. And he's a cross, so shout out to him. TikTok. Is that good, Joshua? Does that work? Uh, oh my God. TikTok over here saying I'm bullying. TikTok, we are Guyanese. This is how we talk to each other. Ain't nobody bullying. Talking about my live is restricted for 10 minutes. Harassment and bullying. See, this is why this is why TikTok. I have a Twitch and I have a YouTube channel. Y'all will not stop my voice from like what? You know, they don't even know what a dirty bundle and a cross is. But they quick to come and tell me anything. Hello. Move. Cross. The real cross is tactic. I'm about to get off here anyway, so. So make sure y'all check my YouTube video out. I got good thumbnails up. Y'all see it. Yeah. Vibes. So I think I'm gonna start a podcast. Not right now, but Cuba Lore season 1 is done. I'm on season 2 right now. Season 3 is gonna be starting in the summertime. I think I'm gonna start season 3 as a podcast. More of this type of vibe, more of this kind of style. Just taking my yappanology to the next level. You understand? The real yappers, they understand. They get it. You got to put in work and yap up here to get the subscribers and the followers, because YouTubers like yaps. Yap. You understand? Which is easy for me because I'm naturally a yapper. And I was a kid, they tell me, you talks too much. Bye, shut your mouth. It's what you do, you. Ah, daddy, bye. Prato. Oh, my God. Y'all, they could not take me. As a kid, they couldn't do me nothing. I was born like, y'all not gonna stop me, you know? It's so funny. I think I definitely calm down the older I get, but I like to give them people problems, to be honest. I like to rage bait Guyanese people, especially like my family and my parents. I like to see them yell and carry on, and I like to just laugh. I've done it my whole life. So low key, I've been a content creator. I've been just that's called like trolling and pranks nowadays, right? And skits. I remember I literally scared my mom. I literally did this whole plan. I came in from outside. I crawled on the ground like a military soldier, slowly and quietly, while she's on her phone, her friend in her bed talking. And I literally crept underneath the bed just to scare her, just to be a weirdo. And why I got punched right in my head. Right in my head. And she's like, why would you get out and scare me? She felt so bad for punching me, but this is how you know don't pull stuff like that on Caribbean people. I had no choice. I had both mother and father are both Caribbean, but just don't, yo. It's just not a good idea. Punch right in my head. There was no joke. I didn't find nothing funny about it. I was over it. All right. So now, y'all, update. Now we on the correct YouTube. Your account is at a greater risk if you don't have a two-step notification. Okay, boom. Cause we watch is just a comment. And so the video I do, I'm gonna take that and put it as a short. Yeah. Vibes. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to head out. Got a full day of work tomorrow. Just got some work done, so same thing tomorrow. Rinse and repeat. You know, work, get this money, content, post these videos, get these videos out. We want to go to the next level. I gotta start push it to the limit. You feel me? All right. I'll see y'all later.